23, I came out of Florida, and
Hmm.
I guess you could say my fear was becoming homeless. Yeah, I would see the homeless
Wow.
people in Florida, and I was like,
Hmm.
man, if I keep on just doing whatever I want to and not stay focused, I'm gonna end up becoming homeless. At 23, I didn't have a job, right? My mom, she put me out, but she put me out under good reasons, right? She just wanted
Okay.
me to, she wanted to push me out there to say, hey, you got to figure out what you're gonna do. So once she pushed me out, I went to go stay with a friend, and then my friend was like, hey, what is it that you want to do? You really need to focus on what it is. Like, what do you want to become out of your life? And I said, listen, man, I would love to be like a well-known author. He was like, well, what do you want to write? And I said, well, I'm good at poetry. So from there, I stayed focused on that one company, which was that publishing company. I stayed focused on that, and I let everything else fall by the wayside. But having a family later on, I realized that when I turned 40, somehow I did not want to just be bouncing all over the place. I wanted to have like a nice steady stream of income.
Wow. That's amazing. So, Miss Co-host,
So,
what do you have to add?
okay, so for someone younger or maybe even your age, what kind of advice do you have for them starting off? What can you give them? Like, are there any pointers, like, as far as pointing them into the right direction? So, if they want to publish a book, like, what are the steps? Like, can you help people with things? Like, do you help people with things like that?
I
Are you
do, I do.
interested in that?
Yeah, I do help people. I also have a couple of YouTube streams or some podcast streams talking about it. But let's say you didn't get an opportunity to go through my videos. One of the first things that you want to do is try to figure out if you want to go through the traditional route, which is going to a publisher, submitting your manuscript to a publisher, or if you want to self-publish. If you submit your manuscript to a traditional publisher, they're going to tell you, hey, this is what the criteria is. This is how much of a percentage that we're going to give you, which is pretty much pennies on a dollar. But when you self-publish, you become the